Your purpose sets you apart. Today I'm going to talk about why purpose sets you apart from the rest of the people in your niche, from the people in business, from other competitors, or just in general. Why purpose sets you apart, why it helps you to grow not only inside but also on the outside, in both ways. So purpose is unique. It's your purpose. It has nothing to do with anyone or anything else but you. At the same time, it has everything to do with everyone else, because you're trying to give value to others. It's not something selfish by any means, but the way you're expressing your selflessness is uniquely yours. It's a unique path. As much as we should focus on giving value to others, as much as that is important, we shouldn't ever give value in a way that doesn't feel aligned to us, because that's going to lead to a path out of ego. It's going to lead out of a path based on thinking of outcomes, not thinking in bringing value, actual value to the world. This is why there's a difference between actual value and just trying to scam people into something. There's a lot of scammers out there, even businesses that call themselves businesses that are actually scammers. And there are a few that actually have purpose, that actually care about contribution, actually care about contributing something valuable to the world, to bring something of value that they resonate with to the world. Because in a short sentence, what purpose is bringing value in a way that feels aligned to you. Bringing value in a way that feels aligned to you. Therefore, bring value is clear. Give things to other people. Okay, we can give anything, right? Think about all the businesses. There's so many ways to give to other people. But what feels aligned is a little bit more personalized. It's a little bit more unique. It's unique because everyone resonates with different things. And some people have such a unique purpose that it has never been done before. You can see this with certain artists, certain creators, certain musicians. It's something you have never seen before. And even if it's something that has been done before, it's very likely that it will be very unique still, because you still bring a new energy to it. You still bring a new form of energy, a new form of contribution to the table. This is important because it sets you apart from all these people that are just focused on outcomes. You got to understand that in business, most businesses, they are outcome based. They're outcome focused. Maybe it started off as something they did for a purpose, but at the end of the road, they all try to get something out of it. And they're trying to look for outcomes. Now, this comes off very aggressive, very needy, very much from a place of lack. As purpose, you're not focused on getting. Of course, you need to receive to keep going, but your main focus is on giving more than what you receive back. Your main focus is on contribution rather than taking. Your main focus is not on outcome, it's based on generating greatness into the world, to generate something beautiful, to generate something awesome, creative, beautiful, exciting, fun, or joyful, or meaningful to the world. And that's your main focus. Your focus is not what can I take. Your focus is not how can I get more. This is what most people are thinking when they're in a business. The first thing they're thinking is how do I make money? How do I make more money? How do I make the most money? And although it's important to make money, I'm not denying that. I'm not saying don't make any money at all. I'm saying as that to be your primary goal within this, you're doing it from a place that's not purpose. You see, once you come from a place of purpose, you're contributing more than that you get paid for. You're giving more than that you get paid for. It's not a strategy so that you can get more if you give more. It's because it's your purpose. You're not doing it just for the money. You're doing it because you are here, born to do this. You are born, you are here, alive to do this, to contribute to the world in this way. And you're not contributing by creating something purely for the sake of outcome. If I have a conversation with someone and I want something from them, it comes off very needy, it comes off very much outcome based. And I don't want to talk to someone that talks to me in that way. And neither does someone want to talk to me when I talk to them in that way. This is why we don't like beggars. We never like beggars to come to us because they are so outcome based. They're like, give me money. But what are you going to give? I'm not going to give anything, give me money. Right? They're focused on just give. Just feel sorry for me and give to me. And you even have guys doing this to girls. They go to a girl and they be like, feel sorry for me, just give me love, give me attention. And I'm not saying it doesn't work at all. It's just a stupid, like, some things work, but you still don't, shouldn't do it. Some things could work, but it doesn't mean that you should do it. Just because begging works a little bit doesn't mean you should become a beggar. You understand? You should rather focus on something that's actually valuable, that's actually creating value to the world, that you can die and you can be proud of what you have generated to the world, what you have created, what you have given the world. You can be proud of it. Like an artwork, like an art piece, like something of value, something that helps others. And then of course you need to find a way for it to be reciprocated, what you have put into it. I get that. You need to be paid, sure. But that shouldn't be the primary focus of the whole model. The primary focus should be purpose, and then secondary you can think about business aspects. Those are still necessary. But the primary focus is purpose, and that's why you stand out. Because most businesses, they don't operate from purpose. They operate from needing an outcome. And they do this by any means possible. They do this by, tricking people, by white lies, by manipulative tactics, by creating pages and structure ways for people to spend more with you. Maybe they do an upsell, maybe they call you and upsell what you already have so that you pay more for it and that you then are stuck to some subscription. All these kind of things, they're trying all these kind of ways. Even the free trials, how many times have you seen that, right? You have a free trial, 14 days, and then all of a sudden you are stuck to some subscription thing. There's endless of these. Okay, and these are still legal. These business structures are still legal. Maybe in a conscious society those things wouldn't be legal, but right now they are legal, and people just do what they can get away with, right? And that's not based on purpose. That's the opposite of purpose. It's based on outcome. It's based on what can I get out of it, instead of what can I give to the world. You want to give to the world, and you want to find a way to also be reciprocated for it, but you don't need to go the other extreme of making people feel sorry for you or using some manipulative tactic to get what you want. What if you don't use manipulation? What if you don't use that? What if you just stick to providing value, giving purpose, and standing out in that way? Because most people are not on a path of purpose. Therefore, how many people do you know that are actually focused on purpose? that they have a drive in them. They're focused on purpose. They're not focused on outcomes. Rarely. I see it rarely. Rarely do I see someone that is fired up by their purpose and, you know, wants to give more than that they receive. I see a lot of people though that want to give a little bit if they receive a little bit. Sure, I give a little bit and I receive a little bit. Okay. Or I don't give anything and I receive, right? The begging. That's what people resonate with. But if you come from a higher paradigm, you're not focused on receiving. You're focused on giving. And you're focused on giving in a way that feels aligned. Because just that because you're giving doesn't mean you need to not focus on your alignment. There's a lot of ways I could give that doesn't feel aligned. Okay? If I should become a farmer, I don't feel aligned with that. So even though I'm giving to people, I don't feel aligned to it. So find something that feels aligned to you and give. And then don't worry so much about the tactics, about the manipulative bullshit, about all these kind of scamming, scheming things, trying to get a cheap product from China, sell it for more, be the middleman, make some profit, avoid taxes by going to some country and going to Dubai, although Dubai they need to pay taxes a little bit there, or to go to like, I don't know what it was, like Portugal or something, Monaco, right? Focused on not paying any taxes, focused on getting as much profit, focused on getting cheap, you know, employees from Filipino, so that you can spend 200 euros on things that you would pay 2,000 euros here for. You know, really trying to maximize profit, minimize ad spend, minimize, you know, all those kind of things. So you can either do that, focus on business, or you can just focus on purpose. And purpose is much more fulfilling. It's a longer journey, but it's much more fulfilling. And it's also, you're standing out more because you have a lot of competition within those type of places. You have a lot of competition because there are a lot of people that want to give a little bit, but they also want to get back for it. There are only a few people that want to give even if they don't get anything back, because it's just their nature. That's rare. That's very rare. So this is why you stand out with purpose. And this is also how you can see it probably will work better, if not much better, than focusing just on an outcome, focusing just on money. I hope this makes sense to you. I try to illustrate it as graphic with my hand gestures as I can. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I see you in the next video.